dear children. This is your grandma with another lovely story about Joseph finally meets his father, Father Jacob, and his youngest brother Joseph. You remember last time I told you? Joseph told his brothers. That time he met them like a stranger, and he said, "You said you were 12 brothers, and where are the other two? You are only 10." And they said, "One is lost, and the other one is with father." And he said, "I want you to bring the boy that is with the father, so I will know that you are not spies. You are the sons of good father," as they said. So they, after a lot of discussion with Father Jacob, they were able to convince him. And Joseph came. All the 11 brothers, they went down below to Joseph, and they were begging, "Sir, please forgive. We did not take your money purposely. We don't know who put your money in our bags. And see, we have brought double the money for the grains, and also we have come to return for your money that was put in our sack." And he said, "Okay, I want you all to go in my palace, and I will see you there." And they were so scared. But Joseph, upon recognizing his youngest brother, Benjamin, he was, overwhelmed, and he went away and he cried because he could not control his emotions. He wanted to hug his brother, but not yet. He wanted to test his brothers. So they were talking with each other. They were saying, "Oh my, he's going to really punish us. And what we will tell Daddy?" And they were talking and they were saying, "Because we were bad with Joseph, this is why this bad luck has come to us." And they were talking, and Joseph could understand everything, and they did not know, because Joseph was like Egyptian ruler. He was dressed up, you see. Yeah, and they thought he is an Egyptian. So when he ordered that to the his butler and baker, he said, "Arrange their food this way. This one will be on this table, and next according to their ages." He made them sit on the table, and when they made them sit on the table, he told his servants to put the food 5 times more in the plate of Benjamin. He wanted to test them if they were jealous, but he saw that they were happy. They were not jealous. And then when they had finished eating, and they were talking with each other, how come he knows who is the eldest and who is the youngest? And Joseph could understand their language. And then he got so emotional, he got so overwhelmed with emotions, he shouted in Egyptian language. He said, "Everybody except these 11 people, get out of my room." He yelled it so loud, and everybody got scared, and they all left the room. And now the 11 brothers were so scared. "Oh my, what is he going to do to us?" And when everybody was gone out, Joseph started crying very loud. He was screaming and crying, and everybody thought, "What happened?" And the cry was even heard in the Pharaoh's palace, and all the servants of Pharaoh heard it. And he, yelled at top of his voice, and he said, "I'm your brother Joseph." And they said, "Oh, are you true? Are you really Joseph?" And then he started talking with them in their language. And now they were more scared. "Oh, he is Joseph. Oh my, he's going to punish us." But he said, No, my brothers, don't you think that way. Don't blame yourself. And who am I to punish? It was God's plan. God sent me ahead of you to prepare a place for you so that our families can survive the famine. He said, the famine is only for 2 years have gone, and we have 5 more years of famine. Famine means no more food. And he said, God brought me to this place, and I have plenty of grains for other people, and why I cannot support you? And he said, I will order that all your families will be brought here. I have talked to the King Pharaoh, and you will live in the very nice place called Goshen. And you and your sheep and goat and other cattle, they can live there, and I will provide you with the food. It's not my plan, it's God's plan. Tell my father that your son is living. And he gave them plenty of, grains and gifts. He gave them nice clothes. And but to Benjamin, you know what he did? He gave him 300 pieces of silver. That was money. He gave him lot of money, and he gave him extra clothes. And he also made a little joke with them when they were going. He said, okay, go and tell father that I'm sending the wagons to bring you all, but with the gifts that I have given, now don't fight, okay? And they said, no, we will not fight. And they went to daddy. They told him, Daddy, your son Joseph is alive, and he is the prime minister of Egypt, and he has plenty of food. And they said, oh wow. And then he sent all the wagons, and see, when the father came, Joseph took his chariot to meet him, and everybody in the Pharaoh's palace was happy. They said, what a happy reunion. Joseph has met his brothers, and he has met his old father. And when the father saw Joseph, he said, oh, I have seen your face, and I know you are alive. Now I may die anytime. I have no problem. And he said, no, Daddy, you will not die yet. Because actually the angel had appeared to, yes, Joseph is alive, and when you will sleep, he will close your eyes. Means to say, you will die under care of your son, Joseph. And okay, so from Joseph's story we learn that it is God's plan. And through wilderness, through drought, through famine, he knows how to lead. So this was God's plan to save those precious lives, the precious children of Abraham. Okay, I will sing. My God knows the way through the wilderness. Problems are wilderness. My God knows the way through the wilderness. All I have to do is follow. My God knows the way through the wilderness. All I have to do is follow. Strength for today's mine all the way, and all that I need for tomorrow. My God knows the way through the wilderness. All I have to do is follow. My God knows the way through the wilderness. All I have to do is follow. All I have to do is follow. God bless you, dear children. Trust God and trust His plans. Grandma loves you. Don't forget to subscribe and like. I love you.